Bro, why did I go fill up my gas this morning? And not, I was about to cuss, but all right. And it was really $65. And I know people got some real gas guzzlers out there, so that's probably not, a lot, bro. But like 2 years ago, it was like 40, 45, bro, to fill up my tank. And no cap. I don't know. I don't know why I started the show off like this. I was just kind of pressed about that, not gonna lie to you. But before I get to the intro spiel, I was at dinner before going to see Godzilla X King Kong New Empire. No, yeah, New Empire, right? Kingdom's the planet. All right, there's a lot of monkey movies coming out. Anyways, bro, why was I at dinner and a guy was in a wheelchair, bro, and the waiter was like, "Make sure you don't do no burnouts in here." And I was just like, I was trying so hard not to laugh, not because like the guy was in a wheelchair, but because the waiter had so like the gall to say that. And I understand like, you know, just because you're disabled, you can't take jokes and shit. But like, you don't know that person. You don't know like what they joke about or whatnot. It was just a crazy interaction to see, no cap. But on to the intro spiel. Welcome to What Did I Miss podcast with Dennis Styles. On this show, I'll be covering all the stuff not on my main YouTube channel at DS2Smooth. Link down below. From movies to gaming reviews to movie and gaming news to anime, comic books, and anything else I feel like yapping about. Episodes drop weekly. Let's see. So this week, there'll be time codes. Time codes. I need to stop getting tongue twisted, honestly. Hold on, let's do a exercise real quick. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. 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 What is the seashell? See, I can't even say it. Seashell one. It's like sandy. I don't know that one. Anyways, so there'll be time codes down below. So feel free to jump around to whatever part of the show you want to the main review, to any part of news. But anyways, this week, it's a little light on news. Not gonna lie. But on the movies and show side of things, we got some Spider-Man 4 updates and some worthwhile rumors to get into. And on the gaming side of things, we have a new Marvel Overwatch-style team shooter in the works, which looks interesting. We'll get into it. And Borderlands 4 is reportedly in development. And some news about Embracer and them selling and whatnot. Some stuff we talked about in previous weeks, and I just wanted to follow up on that. But the main topic for this week is a review of Godzilla X Kong New Empire. Yeah, that was a kind of a mouthful, not to say, not gonna lie. And honestly, since it is light on news, and since we'll probably have time, probably a mini review of Ultimate Spider-Man 2024, what's come out so far. So 3 issues, because I've been loving it, no cap, and I've been working on my video for it. It's just taking hecka long. It's really stressing my really not even stressing, pushing my editing skills, what I've learned so far, to the max and learning new things. So it's just taking a while, but yeah. So, and I just gotta get my thoughts out there just a little bit, I've like touched on it a little bit and I haven't really got into it fully, but anyways, yeah. So like I said, there'll be time codes below, so feel free to jump around to whatever part you want to. What did I miss last week? So I was talking about AI usage in Late Night with the Devil, and I was really trying to stress that that happening is important. And I was kind of like saying, but in the grand scheme of things, and the overall, just what else went into the film, it was kind of a small portion of it. But like, and I was trying to stress, it was still important. But also, in looking at like kind of saying, because if you don't know, that movie Late Night with the Devil, it's an indie horror film, which is doing pretty well. It's getting good ratings, and people seem to be liking it. I said a lot, my fault. But it used AI, and it used it in, so it's, the movie is in the style of a talk show. And so, a title card will come up during a talk show or whatever, or old 70s 80s talk show. We'll be right back, folks, or whatever, like the intermission to the next act, or whatever the case. So they used AI images for those title cards, and I think there's like 3 in the film. And when you look at them, you could definitely, like, if you know what AI looks like now, and not you're attentive, I guess, you could see that's AI. But it's what I was trying to say, though, what I was gonna say is that yes, that is quote unquote. I use this word very very reluctantly, unimportant. That's where like this stuff and other stuff in general, honestly, where this stuff starts though. They go after stuff that they can, not that's not gonna like drum up a lot of noise or what's it called, hate. I guess it did cause a lot of hate. Like it was a really big talking point, but just like in a minuscule way where people in a few weeks or something it could just get shrugged off, and then they'll start doing this type of stuff in more areas and whatnot and go bigger and bigger. And so I just wanted to come back and stress that just to keep an eye on it. I don't know what I was gonna say, but yeah, I guess reinforce my point and how like it is important. Yeah, I don't know, a lot of yapping. Shoot. So let's get straight to the news, and it's kind of some yeah. Rip Chance Perdomo. He played well from what I know him most notably in Gen V. What was his character's name in Gen V? I really liked his character in Gen V. Honestly, his power set's pretty cool. I mean, it's not nothing crazy, but yeah, I like this character in Gen V. I liked all the characters in Gen V, to be honest. I was gonna look up his character's name. Andre, yeah, Andre, yeah. Yeah, I liked his little like storyline and whatnot. But yeah, Rip Chance Perdomo. I don't really what to say. Like, to be honest, it was just really unfortunate. It was from a motorcycle incident, so super sudden, and so yeah, Rip Chance Perdomo. Obviously good energy to his family and whatnot, and all the ones grieving and affected by this loss. But yes, Gen V did put out a statement. The entire Gen V family. So this is from Amazon Studio, Amazon MGM Studios, and Sony Pictures Television. The entire Gen V family is devastated by the sudden passing of Chance Perdomo. Amazon MGM Studios and Sony Pictures Television extend our heartfelt thoughts and support to Chance's family and all who loved him at this difficult time. We can't quite wrap our heads around this. For those of us who knew him and worked with him, Chance was always charming and smiling, an enthusiastic force of nature, an incredibly talented performer, and more than anything else, just a very kind, lovely person. Even writing about him in the past tense doesn't make sense. We're so sorry for Chance's family, and we are grieving the loss of our friend and colleague. Hug your loved ones tonight. Yeah, so that was like the official statement from Gen V. Yeah, it's just a messed up situation, and it's really sudden. So I never know how to transition from this stuff because it goes from like a serious topic to me talking about fucking Spider Man. But moving on, not say it like that. But see, it's so awkward. Marvel Studios. The next piece of news. Marvel Studios. That's okay. Okay, I said the next piece of news like I was just struggling off. Okay, let's just move on. Jesus. Marvel Studios is reportedly tossing around the idea of making more seasons of Spider-Man the animated series. Marvel is also said to be having talks about exploring the 90s animated universe, which would most likely be explored through X-Men 97. So I said the next piece of news, but this is actually a rumor. And I actually fucking structured this bad because we have another rumor. Anyways, hey, rock with me, rock with me. But yes. So I did say this a couple, was it? I mean, last week, week before. I honestly don't remember. But I was like, I would want to see the animated Spider-Man animated series come back. I'll talk about it in. I did put X-Men in my weekly watch list, so I'll talk about it more. What I thought about the last episode of X-Men 97, just briefly, because I will review it when the show fully wraps up. But I don't fully, but I'm more familiar with the episodes of the animated series. It was slightly before my time, but I caught like the tail end of it and whatnot, and I went back and I was rewatching the show, but I was like, I only got through like the first. I don't know how many seasons there are. But I was like, I do want to see it come back, but I don't know where it ended off. Did it end definitively or whatnot? I've asked this question before, and honestly, I could have looked in between me saying that and now, but whatever. But yeah, did it did it end definitively or whatever the case? But anyways, I would want to see it come back because, bro, the animation just the style and the animation in general for X-Men 97 like reboot or not reboot, continuation is so fire, bro. Wolverine looks he looks so gas in his costume. I can't even I'll talk about it more in the weekly watch list, but yeah. Um and then also because and this one makes sense because all those universes I'm pretty sure were connected. I think there's a couple of them. Aren't there? Let's hold on. Let's see. Cuz I know for sure, there's the Spider-Man one, there's the X-Men one, but there might be what am I going to search up? What am I to type in? Marvel animated 90 shows series. There we go. Okay, yeah, there are a couple of them. So there's the Avengers United They Stand. I really haven't. I'm about to open up a new tab to see what this is because I haven't heard about this. Or oh, it's on Disney Plus. Oh no, wait, no, this is okay. Just pulled up the like recent like stuff. What is this? I don't want Avengers Assembled. What is that? But can you just go back for me? All right. Anyways, I'm just trying to see the art style for this because oh, yeah, I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Anyways, let's see the other ones. Fantastic Four. So this is the one I remember seeing, but I didn't know if remember seeing them in like that art style and stuff, but I didn't know if they had their own show. The Incredible Hulk, he had one. Let me see. I didn't know that. So I like all these all connected because I know, Fantastic Four season 2, Iron Man, Silver Surfer, Spider-Man the animated series. Okay. So they actually have some. Yeah, I don't think this would have been connected. The Avengers United They Stand, but I think the Fantastic Four stuff was the Iron Man stuff, the X-Men stuff, Silver Surfer maybe, Spider-Man, and then X-Men. So yeah, it would make sense to bring them back, and honestly, it would be cool. To be honest, I mean, again, not everything needs to be a cinematic universe and whatever. But if you're dipping your toe into this and they're already connected anyway, why not? If only if you could bring good stories out of them. Obviously, if that's not the case, then I don't want it. But hey, they're doing a good job with X-Men so far, so why not? But maybe X-Men's just like kind of a lightning in a bottle case. Maybe it's not gonna go so smoothly over with the other shows. But I would be open to see it, to be honest. But I would still want other stuff. Again, like I just said, not everything needs to be a cinematic universe and whatnot. I want other animated shows in different art styles and whatnot. Marvel shows. But on to some actual news. Zendaya is well, actually no, this is a rumor. Considerably, but not considerably, but the N Snyder, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this scooper is pretty reliable, but he says Zendaya will return as MJ for Spider-Man 4. And then along with that, well, we'll get into the next piece. It's some more Spider-Man 4 from news from the N Snyder, the rumor, I guess. That last Cosmic Circus, I would take that with a big grain of salt. I would take this news or this rumor probably with a grain of salt, but this could most likely be the case because Zendaya was just in Dune, so it's just like, why would they not? Anyways, so Zendaya coming back from Spider-Man 4. In what am I trying to say? I would want, of course, not for her to come back, and they kind of her just either being and it depends how they could this could work and this could not work because if she comes back in the capacity of she knows Peter again, or he tells her whatever the case, and they get back to where they were or are trying to get back to there, that just kind of undoes literally the whole emotional weight of Spider-Man No Way Home. And that's obvious, but they could handle this in a way that does make sense. Actually, not really, because aren't they all going to MIT? Not all of them, but Ned and MJ. So they would be out the picture anyway. So it's like, yeah, this is actually kind of forcing no cap. The more I'm thinking about it, because I was gonna say it would be fine if she was more in a background role, and she's just in the mixture, like in the city, but she's not even gonna be in the city. And Peter should what I would want to see is like introduce Black Cat and whatnot, and how he's fully in his Spider-Man role now. Like he's truly like he's not Peter Parker's gone pretty much. He's obviously still Peter Parker, but all his ties are gone. No one knows him, so it's like he's fully invested in his Spider-Man role. So it's like why not introduce a love interest that is could play to the strengths of him being in that Spider-Man role. And then you can bring Peter in that way, you know, playing with his identity, building that back up. Like Felicia knows she's gonna find out his identity, and if and so it's just like why not do that? But MJ could be if she wasn't going to MIT somewhere in the mixture, somehow, some way, I don't know, but. Yeah, I feel like this is buns, bro. This is buns. Especially, I feel like the way they handle it is not going to be smooth. I don't know. I just really don't think so. I'm trying to think of a way that can make sense, but it's just going to feel forceful. Just the way you ended No Way Home. Yeah, that's kind of buns, brother. So the next piece of Spider-Man 4 news is they're looking to begin filming in September or October, and Justin Lin was one of the names in the mix to direct the film. So, I think a few weeks back, I think there were some rumors of them looking for a writer. Again, those were just rumors, so they're not concrete. But this kind of could be worrisome because your script. I mean, I don't know shit about making movies, but in my head, like you would want to have your script locked in right before you schedule filming times and stuff, right? And filming window, because then you don't know how long, what you can't properly plan like that. And so this could just man, this could obviously they could have a writer and it's just not announced or whatever, and those rumors were just yeah, it's not Spider-Man 4 is kind of in the blender, bro, just like Blade. And not in the same way cuz Blade was really in the blender. This is just in the sense of like, bro, you have the components to make a great Spider-Man story, bro. And it's just like you're fumbling the writer, you're fumbling the director, which I'll get into in a sec with the Justin Lin thing. But it's like you're fighting, rumoredly fighting with Sony on whether this is going to be a multiverse or a street level grounded project, and it's like, bro, what is happening? And I was gonna say though, with this filming window thing, looking to begin filming, this is I guess not concrete. Like with potentially not having a script locked in, this could just be a CGI like mess type shit, Because to get great CGI, what I've learned so far, it's like to have great CGI, you need proper planning, and you need a clear vision, If you're changing stuff on last minute, you're not gonna get good shit, or you're not. I don't know, bro. It's just it sucks because Spider-Man. It's so simple, bro. It's so simple to make Spider-Man 4 good, bro. It's so simple, like it really is. Like they're just being so. What's it called? I guess it's not. I feel like it's just too many cooks in the kitchen. Seems like. But anyways, Justin Lin, one in the mix of being one of the names to one of the people to direct. So Justin Lin, I think he did. Did he do like all the Fast and Furious movies except like the last 3 or so? Wait, he directed Space Jam: New Legacy? No, but probably just had a hand in it. Oh, this I forgot. Google they be tripping sometimes. Like some stuff don't even be like that Space Jam thing. I guess this is not necessarily the movies he all directed, but he did some. Actually, he did some of my favorite Fast and Furious movies. No cap. Fast Five. I really like Fast Five, Fast Six. Wait, is Fast Six? Which one's this one? I think this one's decent. I like Fast Four, Fast Five, Fast Six, and like the earlier ones. But I just saw some really cool scenes though from the Fast and Furious movies, and honestly, it just could be a really cool flavor for the superhero genre, to be honest. Because I feel like there's some really fun stuff in the what's it called, Fast and Furious movies. So we will see. We will see. We will see. We will see. I guess. Some more Spider-Man news. So the Spider Within released on. I think Sony put it on YouTube. So this is a short. I wouldn't even call it a short film. A short film, I guess. It's like 8 minutes long. But it's a short film set in the Spider Verse universe. So with Miles Morales, those movies, and basically he's just having he's going through like he's having anxiety, and he's like having anxieties attacks, and it's with his powers and whatnot, it's like manifesting in weird ways, and he's seeing stuff. And this, so I saw this a while ago, and I'm not even trying to say like, oh my god, people are late, but I was trying to watch it way before I saw it initially. But this was like tied up in some in some like rights, distributing rights, maybe some copyright. I don't know, with Disney. I'm not sure, but it was just tied up in some legal stuff, and so they couldn't release it. And they released it. They showed it at like a film, like some film festival, and so yeah. But it just sounded so like super interesting. And I saw like a screenshot one time, and it was like this dark figure like standing over Miles's bed, and it looked super creepy. And it's just like something cool, like set in the Spider Verse world or whatever. So I've been wanting to check it out, and I guess it just was just chilling on YouTube for a while. It was obviously recorded from someone's phone or something, but it was just chilling on YouTube. So, without being taken down, like when I watched it, it was like up there for like damn near like months type shit, like 6 plus. And so, yeah, it's really good. So go check it out. It's on YouTube now. I saw it like fully posted on Twitter, like from like discussing film or something. But yeah, go check it out. It's really solid. But some more, another rumor though. Boyd Holdbrook. This is some DC Batman rumor. Holdbrook is rumored to be in talks to play Harvey Dent in Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2. Boyd Holdbrook. I've talked about him a couple times because I was watching Narcos, and he was in that, and I liked him in that. He's with the show about Pablo Escobar with Pedro Pascal and Boyd Holdbrook, and then also he was in Logan. He played like the leader of the like team that was hunting the kid mutants and Logan and whatnot. He didn't have a super, like, he was in it obviously, but I feel like he didn't have like a bunch of speaking stuff. But I liked him in that too. But I really liked him in Narcos. And so this rumor floating around, this is from Breaking Film Medium, so take this again with a big grain of salt. I really like this rumored casting though, for sure, because I feel like in Narcos he had this in Narcos he's not fucking Two-Face, but he's damn near playing with that good and bad cop side, because he's a cop and they're going against fucking the cartel who are doing like ruthless shit and whatnot, and so it's like, they gotta get their hands dirty, and so he's just like constantly pushing the line and what line to cross and whatnot, being a cop, and like, you know, and staying within his Roman rules and dealing with a ruthless opponent and whatnot. And kind of just like, he snaps sometimes, and you see him, flip that switch. And so I just, from that performance in Narcos, I just like, okay, could be something, And I feel like he's also around, the same, like, I don't know if they're similar ages, but Robert Pattinson and him, they look around similar ages, so it's like a good younger casting for this younger Batman too. So if you're introducing Harvey Dent, and also I wouldn't want to see him just full-fledged Two-Face, like maybe a whole movie just with Harvey Dent, to be honest, especially with this oh yeah, because don't they need a new DA too? So the role is, I think I saw that pointed out on Twitter. So the role is open, so this I feel like fits in right, because from the events with Batman and stuff, so the role's open. So I feel like this is maybe not this casting specifically, but I feel like, they may be doing something with Harvey Dent and the Batman here soon. So, and I was gonna say though, the role for DA is up, but then especially since the city is just so in chaos and whatnot, so you can, there's something to play with there, with introducing Harvey Dent. So I don't know why I say his name like that, but yeah, that could be fun though. But Boyd Holdbrook is definitely a solid choice. I don't even know who else I would cast, to be honest, because you do need someone a little, not like younger, because Robert Pattinson, he's not old, but he just looks young. So, but you're gonna need, because what Harvey Dent and Bruce are around the same age, right? Like I don't think Harvey Dent's way older than Bruce or anything. Like on some Commissioner Gordon stuff or whatever. Um, but yeah, but some I like this piece of news. I didn't know how to transition there. But Godzilla Minus One director Takashi Yamazaki has signed with Hollywood agency uh CAA for representation. So this is fun. So it looks like he could be potentially, so this is Godzilla One, Godzilla Minus One, One plus One, an Oscar. So for I think it was one of what was actually the articles are right here, brother. Just pull it up because I was gonna say what was I gonna say? Oh, earned the first ever nomination and win for Japanese production in the VFX category at the Academy Awards. So, and they were up against the creator, which had some actually like the movie was this movie story. I mean, I like the story for the most part, but it was just kind of lacking. I feel like there was more, but the VFX was definitely super solid. And then the Guardians, I feel like had definitely super solid VFX. I feel like the only really shoddy scene, and it's not even bad, is like the hallway fight, and it's a good like choreographed scene, but like I feel like the CGI is a little in it, a little shaky. But like the rest of the movie is super great, especially like when they're bouncing on the eye shit, before they get into that one base or whatever. The Guardians, Mission Impossible, I didn't check out, but and then Napoleon. I heard Napoleon from the Weekly Planet when I was listening to one of the episodes. They said that like the CGI on that was pretty good, but in the sense of like you don't even notice it. So it's like if you don't notice CGI, then that's good. But he just made some shake with. They had a budget of 15 million, and they pulled this off. So he had a very healthy work environment too. It seemed like from the articles I've talked about this before a couple weeks before. He had a very healthy work environment. Like there wasn't crunch. Like 15 million and pulling something off of this size. Great story. Great via VFX. It was something really really what am I trying to say? Noteworthy, I guess. But yeah, so him signing on to work in the American movie industry. I feel like he's a really good director. He actually, hold on, he served as the writer, director, and VFX supervisor. So he was doing his Dougie. So he's definitely I'm keeping an eye on whatever his name's attached to for sure, for sure. So I really like Godzilla Minus One. It was it came out last year, right? It was one of my favorite movies of last year for sure. Oh, and then he said, I guess he's been saying he wanted to direct a Star Wars movie. So, and then there was I think who was it? Not George Lucas. Who's his like successor? Not was it Dave Filoni? Yeah, Dave Filoni or and John Favreau. Maybe one of the two or both of them. They put on some private screenings for Godzilla Minus One or something, and Takashi came out and went to them or whatever. So there's already some type of relationship being formed there, and so and just like I said, I was saying with last week with the Acolyte, Star Wars is just kind of in the gutter for me, for other people as well. But I just love the world of Star Wars and just getting different directors and getting different visions and stuff, and not in a way where it's supposed to be, the continuation of fucking. All right, I'm not even gonna get into the rant. Jeez, I was about to go really hard, bro. With the sequel trilogy, bro, it's just like different visions, but maybe more standalone stories. Like if it's obviously supposed to be a trilogy of movies, you should have a concrete plan for all three of them. But yeah, but if there's just like different stuff here and there, like we get some this Ray movie coming up, like whatever. Like I'm gonna check it out, but I'm not too jazzed about it. It depends what they do. If they bring Finn back and do some Jedi stuff, I could be interested in that. But whatever. Get this Ray stuff. You get something with Takashi or something. It just I don't think Taika Waititi's doing one anymore. But just for instance, something with his style or whatnot, just different styles in Star Wars, I feel like is really fun, and I feel like they've been exploring that with Visions and what is the other one? Is it just Visions? Yeah, Visions. I was gonna say Tales of the Jedi, but that's just strictly like in the Clone Wars style. But with Visions and whatnot, have different studios and stuff work on different things, and I really like Visions. Um, yeah, what I was gonna say. So yeah, so if he works on some Star Wars stuff, that would pretty decent depending on what they do. Do I want to talk about this news, bro? It's the last piece of news before we get to some gaming stuff. Let's see. So it's about spam bots on Twitter. so I guess I'll just go through. What are we at? What are we at? We're at 30 minutes. Okay, I have time to go through it. So spam bot owners says it's gotten easier to drive traffic since Elon Musk bought Twitter. Um, some bullet points. Site has less moderation. Gaming top ranked replies on bigger accounts using using blue checks for amplification. Made a killing off the Netflix and come and fuck me post. Tons of OnlyFans accounts are ran by agencies who talk simultaneously to dozens of users that think they're talking to real models, not male operators. Every guy has 3 monitors, 3 chats at a time. So I was reading this article. It's actually pretty fucking long. On the New York, what is this? New York Magazine. All right, but yeah, this guy just by John Herman. He really went into full like detail and actually like got to damn near the bottom of the spam site, like the spam like that's going on. Not like he fixed it, but like who's running it and whatnot. And it's called, what is it called? Who's behind all the pussy in bio on X? I clicked all the way through so you don't have to. Yeah, like I said, by John Herman. So if you want to check out that article, it's a pretty good read, no cap. But long story short, it's just a bunch of like overseas company, like scummy, scammy companies just driving. So like if you click on any of those links, like those like spam links and replies on Twitter, they'll lead you to a bunch of like portals and whatnot, and you'll eventually end up like at this dating site, and it's ran by this other company. It's a whole fucking like network of shit, and it gets kind of deep, and so yeah, it's just it's and the reason for this is because the first bullet point is site has less moderation. When Elon Musk bought Twitter, he's making a bunch of cuts and cut a bunch of teams that were the ones moderating this type of stuff and keeping, because bots and stuff are on all social media platforms. You'll never get rid of bots, but like you can do something to like cull them. Is that the word, like uh uh s- you know cut down the numbers and whatnot. And like I was reading, it was like spam bots, like, or like the people who make these, they're just gonna evolve to the ways to get around it, and then the social media sites evolve on ways to stop it. And it's just a constant cycle, and it's just a never ending thing. But it's just when Elon Musk first bought Twitter, he was just like, yeah, we're gonna get a rid of it. Good. Jesus, got fucking tongue tied like a bitch. When Elon Musk first bought Twitter, he like basically said we're gonna just get rid of all the bots with introducing the blue checks and stuff. And it's so funny because they just flipped it, and one of the reasons is like having a blue check just amplifies their post, and so it's just like, all right. You just bought Twitter and ruined it. And I brought this up because, bro, I fuck with Twitter. This is like, Twitter's like the only social media I use, to no cap. Um all the other ones I just post like, uh what's it called? Stuff from my YouTube, just just like I'm not even scrolling like on TikTok. I'm just posting my stuff and going type shit. So yeah, it's just really funny. And it's just really really funny how he ruined the app. Cuz he just got like trapped into buying it. His fault. Fucking bozo. All right. Anyways, gaming. Onto the gaming news. So I was. This is. I mean, I just put this in because like I was talking about it before, and I just wanted to, I guess, wrap it up. Not even wrap it up. I guess it's still ongoing, but Take Two is acquiring Gearbox software from Embracer for 460 million. So Embracer, again, I just want to get someone insider or something. Like, is Embracer just it is from what I've been reading, like not a lot of people like them, but like inside, like do other gaming companies or whatever the case not like them too. But yeah, because they were fucking up, and so now they're selling like Saber and whatever, and they're like doing some Star Wars stuff. But Take Two is buying Gearbox, and Gearbox does like Borderlands, like some other stuff, Risk of Range, something like that. But my most notably to me is Borderlands. I fuck with Borderlands. The last story was whatever, but along with, I just wanted to bring that up because I think there was some talks when I was talking about, I think Saber being sold. I think that was the news, Saber being sold. There was some talks about Gearbox being sold as well, but there was nothing like concrete. And so, this is officially happening. So with Take Two, I think Gearbox was already in development on some Borderlands stuff, but Take Two is just, and I think Take Two had some already a relationship with Gearbox. I think they maybe in some distributor stuff. I don't know. Because I remember, because aren't is it? Hold on, let's see what Take Two is. Take Two. Take Two Interactive. Don't they publish 2K? Oh no. Oh yeah, they do 2K. Oh, okay. Games. Rockstar Games. Wait. Is Take Two owns Rockstar? Okay, so these are some, they got the bucks. It's fucking 460 million, of course. It's duh. But so yeah, I think they already have a relationship though with Borderlands. So and then there was some stuff from Business Wire, I guess, like I just mentioned, they had like 5 projects in development, or I think it was, hold on, let me go to the article, because I think it was 6, and then 5 of them were Borderland stuff. Hold on, let's see. Let me skim this real quick, because I did read it, but let me get to the part where it said, honestly, I really cannot find that shit. So, anyways, Borderland 4 is reportedly in the works, so that's super fun. I didn't fully like the Borderlands 3 story. Borderlands, yeah. But there was elements that I did like, but the writing I feel like was overall kind of whack. But I really like the loot, and there was a little dilution. Is that the right word? With the legendary loot, you did get a lot, but I feel like there was a charm to that. Like getting all that gold loot was really fun in my opinion. And then you just min max all the legendary loot. I think. I don't do a lot of games where you like min max on stats and stuff, but Borderlands 3 was like, or Borderlands in general is really one that I like doing it in. And Borderlands 3, I did say like, there was a dilution with legendary weapons, but I did like, there was a variety of weapons that I did like using. I feel like there was a good, except the Children of the Vault weapons, the COV, is that what it's called? Children of the Vault weapons. And I didn't really like those ones, but all the Atlas weapons were fun to use and everything like that. Like the one like plasma, like orb, or like shotgun or whatever, that's super fun. And I wanted to check out Tiny Tina's Wonderland, but I just didn't get around to it. But yeah, I'll probably eventually wrap around to that. But Borderlands 4, definitely exciting. Borderlands is just fun, bro. It's just really fun, especially if you're playing co-op too. And that just adds, playing games with friends in general is just, makes any game fun. But it's a fun game, to be honest. I played a couple playthroughs with a couple different friends. So, I really like Borderlands, and so it's just interesting to think about what characters are gonna be, the 4 characters are gonna be playable next time around. I really who are they in Borderlands 3? It's like there's Zane, there's the like Beast guy, the mech girl, and then like the Siren. Yeah, I think I maxed Zane out, got his stuff. He was really fire, and then I did. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh wait, who was? Yeah, I did another one, but I don't remember. But anyways, the biggest news of the gaming news this week. So reportedly there's or not even reportedly, is a fucking trailer. The first trailer for Marvel Rivals, a free to play 6v6 team based PvP hero shooter coming soon to Steam and Epic Games. I think and I'm pretty sure consoles too. But that was a fucking mouthful, Jesus. Some details about it before we get into the trailers. Actually, we'll get into the trailer. So this actually, I'm not really into. Mute my computer. Caught it. I'm not really into like these Overwatch-esque like team shooters games. I don't know. It's just like I come from, and you could obviously like both, but it's just for me personally. I come from COD and and whatnot. Quick TTK, quick kill time, So it's like, like I don't like fucking these tanky ass fucking. And there's obviously heroes that are more tanky than others, but just these tanky ass, like you just gotta dump hella fucking attacks into them, and your whole team gotta be with you. It's just to be really good at those games, you need to be coordinated with your team, and it's just like I don't have enough friends that are into those type of games to be like have a solid squad. Obviously you could play randoms and stuff, but it's just like, people just be doing dumb shit online. So it's just like, damn, bro. I just never been into it. And like that aspect, and then with the kill time, I just don't like how tanky the enemies are. It's just not really fun type shit. But then I was watching, but then I was like, okay, this is Marvel, so I will check it out, and it's free to play, so it's like, why not? But then I was actually checked out the trailer, right? Because I was like, this trailer came out when? Let me see. This trailer came out the 27th, so 4 days ago. But Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. It's like Wednesday, and so I watched it this morning, and then I was just like, yeah, probably I'll check it out, but it's like probably not gonna be my jam. And I will get to like the art style and stuff and everything because I really do like the art style. And there's actually some other stuff to talk about with the art too. But actually, when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, whoa, the kill time's actually not that long. And it seems like only in like, maybe because, are they using maybe an ultimate or something? Let's see. I don't know. It didn't seem overall that long, which I'm a fan of. Like, Hulk's killing some guys in a couple shots. That's an ultimate for sure. And he just did a regular attack and he had some pretty good damage. Spider-Man. Yeah, like these guys aren't like super super tanky. And I expect like the actual tanks to be tanky, but like overall they're not super tanky. And I'm that's what I was liking a lot. And so that I'm a fan of that aspect, but there's still the team aspect to it, but this is Marvel though. So it's like, it has that going for it. So it has like that extra layer of me to want to check it out, Who the fuck? Magic just turned into like this. Is that her power set? She turns into a demon. I know she likes something to do with limbo and whatnot, but yeah. So the art style though, the art style is really cool. I think all the characters look super like stylized and whatnot. Actually, I'm trying to find some, and there's a beta coming too in May, a closed beta maybe. Let's see. Hold on, Marvel Rivals. I think Spider-Man's design, I don't really like it that much, but kind of whatever. Let's see. Trying to see some character designs, brother. I think Storm design, she had a really cool one. Oh yeah. So here's some characters: Bruce Banner, the Punisher, Storm, Loki, Doctor Strange, Mantis, Rocket Raccoon, Black Panther, Groot, Magic, Luna, Snow. Apparently I didn't know who the fuck that was when I first saw her, but apparently she's a deep cut. Iron Man, Spider-Man, Magneto, with more heroes to come. And I don't even think these are all the heroes in the first going. Maybe they are, but I know there's for sure more heroes to come. But yeah, so all the designs look fire. Not all of them, but I really like Storm's, Loki's, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man's, Magneto's, Magic, Bruce Banner's, but yeah, majority of them I like. But so Bruce Banner could like turn into the Hulk, and I think when he's in his Bruce Banner's form, he has this gamma gun. Some people were just on Twitter saying like he's shooting cancer at people. But yeah, I'm gonna check this out. Like I said, team shooters or whatever are not really my jam. Like there's a couple like Paragon was like a big one or something, and then like obviously Overwatch and stuff like that. It's not really my jam, but I'm gonna check this out just because it's Marvel and whatnot. And it's free, so it's like why not? But then also there is I seen on Twitter again. I mean, I'm not doubting this person, but it's like this is some account. I guess 37K likes. So I guess I was gonna say it's just like I don't know. It's just a random account. Like I can't say it's like oh this person's like for sure 100%, but I would say it's pretty credible. But he said, or he or she said William or they. I was looking at their bio, but I remember working on this with NetEase over COVID. They did not pay for the work I did at the end, and it was one of the most directionless projects I've ever done, ever had the misfortune of working on. Most of the feedback during Most of the feedback during fuck. Most of the feedback during concept boiled down to look at this thing from this other thing and copy it. At one point, the reference image provided was literally a piece of concept art that was trending on ArtStation on that same day. Shake my effing head. Back then, I was young and hungry. This goes to all the younger artists in the industry. Don't ever do free art tests. If you're good enough, then you deserve to be paid for your time. And he says free in quotations. Any work you do during these tests are quote unquote tests are company property and could be used in the end. So yeah, I don't. And so someone in the prize said my friend did contract work as an illustrator for NetEase, and they have the same. They have the exact same experience. This is unfortunate, and the original poster said this is unfortunate. I've heard they've gotten better in recent time. Some friends have said they're pretty reliable clients, so maybe it varies from team to team or project to projects. Yeah, so that sucks. They did get paid at the end, but had zero refs or communication from NetEase. Yeah. So he didn't say like what his. I mean, I'm assuming he went into it, them saying they were gonna pay, but he says like don't do free art tests. So I'm not sure how like that goes and whatnot. Commissioning art and stuff and what the standard practice is, but that really sucks to hear, to be honest. And hopefully they like this gets enough traction and they try to make it right, or that's probably the wishful thinking, but yeah, I guess moving on from the gaming news. That was kind of a wet fart ending. Some comic stuff. So hold on, what time we at? Sorry, I was just like where do we go from here? But I lost the plot for a second. But so that was the end of the gaming news. So we're only at 51 minutes, and all we got left is the Godzilla X Kong review. So I have some time to get into Ultimate Spider-Man, bro. So we're gonna get into some freaking Ultimate Spider-Man. I will go into spoilers, but real quick. Go check this comic out. Go check it out, bro. Go check it out. If you're a Spider-Man fan, go check out Ultimate Spider-Man 2024. It is a banger. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it, bro. Anyways, so going into full spoilers, bro. This comic, his origin, what they just did with Harry in issue 3, and just how they're developing their friendship. Like he's gotten. If you don't know, probably. I'm sorry. I'm like fucking being like hyper or whatever. But I'm really excited for this comic. So, anyways, it's Peter Parker. He got his origin late. He already has, by the time he got bit by the spider, he already has 2 kids with MJ. He's living his life. Uncle Ben's alive. Because obviously, he didn't stop the robber or whatever the case. He didn't get shot. In this universe, Aunt May's dead from Ultimate Universe shenanigans with the Maker. But all you need to know is that, Peter Parker is like about 35 when he got bit. He doesn't know Harry. And so in issue 3, in Harry and this is the Green Goblin. He's going after the Kingpin for... I don't think they've said specifically yet. Obviously, the Penguin. The Kingpin's a bad guy, but I don't think they specifically said why Harry's going for him. But last issue, they've fucking Green Goblin Harry was fighting Bullseye, which is Kingpin's quote unquote henchman. He's actually he's above Kingpin. Anyways, but he's fighting Harry. Harry, gets the ups on Harry, and then Spider-Man fucking comes in the mix, and they end up fighting, and then, Goblin and Spider-Man end up teaming up against Bullseye, and there's just a great interaction with Peter and Harry, and they're becoming friends for the first time at this age. And it's just, bro, it's just so, I'm sorry, I'm just so discombobulated, bro, with my words, but it's just so beautiful to see. I don't really know what I wanted to say about Ultimate Spider-Man. I said a mini review, but I just had to get something out about it, bro, because my video is taking a while, bro, and I had to share my thoughts, bro. It's just, it's some fire, bro. It's some fucking fire, man. That sounded probably crazy in the mic, but anyways, that's all the news and whatnot for the week, and now we get to our main topic, which is Godzilla X Kong. New Empire. The I mean, Monkey Man doesn't count officially, but it has the title Monkey Man. The second or the first monkey movie of the year. Is it? Is there another monkey movie? Because we're getting Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Um, and then we're getting Monkey Man next week. I don't know. But this movie, okay. So if you don't know, fucking Big Monkey, basically all you need to know going in this movie in the synopsis is Big Monkey teams up with Big Lizard for various reasons. There's another a skinnier, longer monkey that is gonna come and fight them. So they gotta team up and fight him. That's basically it. Um, so this movie, the box office, some numbers real quick before we really get into it. It had 135 million budget. And the box office domestically was like 80 million, which is the second biggest opening of 2024. Only 2 million apparently behind the opening of Dune 2, but worldwide it had 194 million worldwide box office, so that's domestically included, and that is the biggest of 2024. And going by standard movie math, this is not always the case, but you always you usually double the budget, and then to account for marketing, and that will be your total overall budget. So 135 million, what is that 270, is that 270? Pretty sure, hold on, let me double check. Yep, 270. So they needs 270 million to break even. Marketing could have been more, could have been less. So just roughly 270 million to break even. So it already made its fucking its movie budget back and more, and then some in its first weekend. So this is gonna be profitable for show. So yeah, and then I think word of mouth is pretty good with it. It seems like a lot of people seem to be liking it. I think again, this doesn't mean anything, but Rotten Tomatoes, I think the audience score is a lot higher than the what's it called, the critic score. Yeah, so it has a 55% on Rotten Tomatoes critic score, and the audience score is 93. So yeah, so yeah, that was just some numbers. Did I like this movie? That was all right. I think okay, we're gonna get into it, but so for me, the MonsterVerse it's a mixed bag for sure. But okay, but overall, Godzilla's a mixed bag of quality, and that's I think the charm of it. And it's a mixed bag of quality. And it's a mixed bag of tones. Like we just got Godzilla Minus One, more serious tone, more quote unquote more substance to the story or whatever. It was really heartfelt, hard hitting movie. And then I think that's kind of where the on the American side of things with the MonsterVerse, with Godzilla originally in 2014, and then Godzilla King of Monsters, and then or what, Skull Island after the first Godzilla, and then King of Monsters, and then you get Godzilla versus Kong, Mecha Godzilla and whatnot, and then you get this movie, and then you got fucking Monarch Legacy. Almost forgot about that, which is a more serious tone. But I feel like each of the movies, Monarch Legacy excluded, have gotten more silly over time. And I feel like for me, it started with really strongly with Godzilla 2014, has its problems. Godzilla fucking is absent for most of the goddamn film, but he does some really fucking cool shit in there. So that was like that's probably my favorite one. And then Godzilla King of Monsters, I feel like the human element is so ass, but it has some really really cool monster stuff in it. So I really like it a lot. And then Godzilla X Kong is where they just jumped off the ledge and just started going into, because they just had to make the leap of fucking the justification of Mecha Godzilla. So the technical, I remember seeing Godzilla X Kong for the first time, and they just had like flying ships and shit and whatnot. I'm like, whoa, what? Did I miss something in between? It just like it was such a big leap from tech from it, because the first two Godzilla movies were relatively like grounded. And there's some out there tech here and there, but some devices and some plot devices, quite literally. but for the most part it's grounded. There's just regular helicopters, regular planes and whatnot. But then fucking Godzilla versus Kong, the third movie, just goes in fucking full-fledged sci-fi, and there's flying fucking ships and whatnot, and just goes full monkey fucking jumping off of, and that's really where it lost a lot of its scale. I think it was hard to, it just didn't have that sense of scale, especially of the first movie, but then the second movie either. um yeah, but obviously there's some stuff, but like overall though, just movement and whatnot, it and that's what kind of turned me off from this a little bit. It was just like, you're getting like these semi other two previous movies that took themselves seriously, and get this one that's a little bit more goofy, and I really wasn't feeling it. And I think it was when Godzilla Minus One kind of actually, and I see a lot of reviews going in the negative direction comparing this to Godzilla Minus One, but actually with the release of Godzilla Minus One made me like the MonsterVerse more, because it was just like, okay, I like that the two previous serious films, but then they just got to this goofy shit, and I didn't like that. But then you get this serious like Godzilla narrative over here on the Japanese side, which I was like, okay, this is fire. It's more, and then they've been doing this. It's more in line with Shin Godzilla and whatnot. So I was like, okay, this is great. And so now we could have this goofy shit over here that I don't have to, that I was taking seriously. That it devolved, not devolved, but depending who you ask, but that turned into this goofy more scenario. It's just like you have these two sides of the coins, where I just was like, okay, this is just the goofy stuff. I'll just like it for what it is. But even that being said, I don't think Godzilla. I gotta watch it again with this new lens. I gotta watch it again, and it would probably have a sit better in my mind now, adjust it to that mindset. But that was like, I guess, the history with the MonsterVerse for me. But then also I like the MonsterVerse because it does have this the Monarch Legacy does have this more serious tone. So you do get this more goofy stuff, but then you get the serious aftermath of the goofy stuff that, are affecting real people's lives. And so I don't know. It's a fun, it's just more, it's tones, so many different like tones and whatnot. It's just, I don't know. There's a lot to like. There's a lot to just enjoy and whatnot. And that's what, and I said I kind of like this movie, and it's just really a popcorn flick, to be honest. But it's directed by Adam Wingard. That was a crazy yap session. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry if that was. I mean, it kind of contributes to the points I'm going to. But this movie, though, like I said, though, it is a bit more goofy, and like me getting adjusted to that made me like it a lot more. And I wish and so I did put in my notes. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go to my notes. These movies kind of, so this one specifically, and maybe I'll probably get the same vibe if I watch Godzilla versus Kong again, but kind of reminded me it reminded me, I did not hold on, let me finish this point. It reminded me of like the good parts of the Transformer movies, like the human elements, and I was like, then I had the thought, like, these should just, the Godzilla movies, like MonsterVerse movies, should just be good Transformers movies. Right? I mean, that's kind of just like oversimplifying it, but it just should have, it should have like a fun cast of characters. The monsters doing goofy, funny shit, and like, and doing cool shit mixed in with that. But that should be the balance, and that's kind of what I like about the Transformers movies. And I feel like that would make the human element more bearable and not trying to take itself so serious, because they often don't land the mark with that. I feel like the closest they were doing with it was with Bryan Cranston in the first movie, and then they fucking killed him off. And it's just like, okay, if you're not gonna do that, if you're abandoning the more serious, just do this funny angle. And I just think that, and this movie's human element, and this is no like fucking prize, because the human element in these movies are kind of ass, like I just said. I did not mind this human element as much. With the cast of characters, I feel like it is a little weak, but like compared to the other stuff that was happening in the human stuff, this is more interesting, to be honest. I liked, yeah, it's kind of mid, but this, yeah, we'll get to it in the rating, but I was all right. Let's take it back. So this movie, Godzilla is just he's just a fucking freak. He's just a rampaging freak man. not like that, but he just attacks everything. He's just on site, bro. He's on timing on this in this movie. He's on demon timing, bro. He's gearing up for fucking war, bro. So he's just doing whatever he can. He's going around fucking up shit. The people in this movie are just like, bro, we're just at Godzilla's mercy. We just gotta let him do whatever he wants to do. We're just gonna monitor him. We can't even properly prepare. Like, bombing him doesn't work. Like, we just gotta let him rock out, you know. And I really uh and so he's just a rampaging monster, bro. And so, but switching to King Kong real quick, I really like how this movie just starts off with like a slice of life, a day in the life of King Kong, and I really like that. And it made me think though, and what I've thought about, and other people have thought about the Transformers movies. Why can't we? And it was like, it was in a way that like I understood it though, and obviously I feel like it wouldn't work all the way, but it's like, can we just get a movie with? It would make work more with Transformers because they could actually fucking talk. But it's like, I was really feeling just the King Kong vibe without the human element. Like, I could have honestly got a whole movie just with the monsters type shit. And I feel like King Kong, at least this iteration, and I haven't seen like a bunch of older ones, but like he's very emotive, he's very expressive. Like, you can understand what he's feeling, you can understand what he's trying to say, what he's trying to express, you know? So it's just like, I feel like just a whole movie of like him and like these events happening with like, maybe exclude, because like there's like some ancient civilization in this, so it's like maybe exclude the other human stuff and maybe just rework it with the ancient civilization. I feel like that could work though, no cap. But yeah, it just starts off with a slice of life of Kong stuff, and I really liked the Kong stuff in this movie. I will say, it was just like I said, he was very emotive, he's very expressive. But just the relationships that he builds, it's, I think, no surprise that like fucking there's like a baby monkey in this baby fucking King Kong, quote unquote. It's not actually King Kong, but not actually his son, but the relationship is he builds with that baby monkey. It's actually really funny. Not really funny, but it's pretty enjoyable. Let's see. Yeah, and just I think some just dislikes. This movie kind of felt like a lot of back and forth type shit. And it just didn't. I don't know. I didn't really like the villain element in this. It was kind of just whatever. Like, I didn't like this monster. Like, I feel like the previous monster movies, like the MonsterVerse movies, had some really like strong villain elements. The mute, like starting with the Mutos, like, they are. I feel like the look is kind of generic, but I kind of like what their path was on and what their goal was, like, to reproduce or whatever. I really like that. And then with the second movie, a Ghidorah, fucking space demon dragon, destroyer of billions of planets, goddamn devil incarnate type shit. Like, that was super fun. And then, like, obviously with like the third movie, you get fucking Mecha Godzilla, and like, plot aside, like at the end of the day, fucking King Kong and Godzilla teaming up to fight Mecha Godzilla, like, that's fun as shit. I just didn't really like the fucking like the long lanky monkey fucking Scar King. He just wasn't him to me. Like, he wasn't that guy. He kind of felt pathetic, to be honest. I maybe that's the point, but and like, patheticness aside, he just wasn't menacing to me. Like, he was getting on their heads type shit, but like, it was only because he had that power. And I'll talk more about that in spoilers. But it's just like, without that, he wasn't that guy, and you got to be that guy through and through. I don't know why I got like kind of philosophical right there, but but yeah, I just didn't really like the villain. I think, yeah, that is I think something that's really what makes me like look kind of negatively on this movie. Just like, yeah, he wasn't really a threat in my eyes. Obviously he was, but not really. And like, the highlights for me was, Kong in this, and it's really his movie, to be honest. Godzilla's just kind of there for plot reasons. And like I said, another dislike is there's a couple stuff in like the novelization or something, or Italian comic after the second Godzilla movie or something. That kind of explains Godzilla's actions in this a little bit and gives like more motive to his reasons. But without that, and it just seems like he's just doing shit a little bit. But in the grand scheme of things, it just like, I don't know, just kind of, it works though. It just gets the movie where it needs to go. So it's just like kind of whatever. But if we did get those reasonings, I feel like would have helped a little bit more. Let's see. Let me see. I took some notes on my phone that are not on my computer. Yeah, there's some really funny moments with Kong and the baby monkey that I'll be getting to in spoilers, but I really like that. Oh yeah. I didn't really talk about the cast, but the cast. Let's see the Godzilla cast. I really liked. I guess I really honestly I don't remember Godzilla X. I was honestly really tuned out to keep it a buck with you. Like until like the last fight. Like I remember the last fight like pretty well, but it's just like I was just because I just told you I was not locked in with like what was happening. I really only remember the last fight and like the one Shirazawa guy when he like set off the nuke to like revive Godzilla. Like that was pretty fire. Was that in? No, that was in. That was that was King of the Monsters. No, I don't think so. How did Godzilla get like Inferno? I don't remember. Maybe that was. See, I don't even know, bro. But I think that was no because they did have to go to like different like Hollow Earth, and I think they needed to like have advanced tech. So that might have been Godzilla X Kong, but you know, I don't fucking remember, brother. What was I saying though? Oh, I was looking at the cast because I did. Oh, because I was going on. I don't know. I don't remember the podcaster guy that was in this movie, but apparently he was in the last movie from from Context. Who's in this movie? Let's fudge. But yeah, I feel like he provided a lot of comedic moments, and then also Dan Stevens played Trapper. He played well most what I know him from mostly from is Legion, bro. Legion, that's one of my favorite comic book shows, no cap. If you haven't seen that show and you're a comic book fan and you like obviously like comic book shows and whatnot, bro, go watch that show, bro. No cap. Anyways, but yeah, I really liked his character in this. I liked Brian Tyree Henry. He's and he's in Atlanta. He's super funny. He's in the I really liked him in Bullet Train. But he was a really a good source of comedic moments and their interactions and whatnot. I really like their. I was just like kind of like remember as I'm talking about it, remembering their like some of their interactions. There was some funny one between them, but I liked Trapper's Dan Stevens. I liked his role in this, and like he was kind of a kaiju like kind of not like a medical specialist type of deal and whatnot. I liked his role in this. And just yeah, the I'll get to it more in spoilers, but like the plot line with the little girl and the mom, like that's kind of the weaker elements, and like I would kind of like the more of the comedic like the just ham it up, bro. Just make it kind of Transformers, bro. Just have a cast of full of like not like Marvel esque, but like I feel like low key like Transformers was kind of like the blueprint for that type of group banter. It's like you I don't know. I just enjoy stuff like that, and so I and there was some with the girl and the little girl and the mom involved with like Dan Stevens and Brian and whatnot. So like there wasn't there was that, but I'm saying like the more I can't really get into I guess until spoilers, but yeah, I guess the more subplot or main plot, I guess, yeah. Um, let's see. Do I have any more likes that are not? Oh yeah, when they're in the Hollow Earth, bro, there's like this weird like background blur, and maybe I don't know. Was it every time they were in Hollow Earth? I'm pretty sure. I don't think I really saw it when they were on like regular ground or whatever, or like on regular Earth or whatever. But it's just like super weird. And it was kind of distracting, no cap. Like were they just trying to hide like CGI, like shortcomings or whatever? I'm not sure. Hmm. Oh yeah, and like I said, King Kong's like super expressive. He's pretty smart in most stuff. He's really smart in this movie. I'll get to that more in spoilers too. I was gonna say something, but yeah. I like how Godzilla in this is kind of like just a big like fucking dog or like a cat. Like he's like sleeping in a coliseum and shit. Oh, and the scale kind of like, bro, how big is Godzilla, bro? To be sleeping in the coliseum or the Roman like coliseum or whatever. Isn't he like way bigger than that? Like he's like fucking as tall as skyscrapers, or like his tail wouldn't even fit in that, right? Like why is or is yeah, like well, yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like the scaling of like Kong and Godzilla just goes up and down. There's some very obvious product placement in this movie, which is pretty funny. Oh yeah, so yeah, I had mentioned it before. Like I was kind of locked in with the Kong stuff. I wish it was like we could get a whole movie with that, in my opinion. Yeah. So let's just get to the rating before we get into some spoilers. It's not a bunch of spoilers, but yeah, this is gonna be a not a yeah. It's actually gonna be a shorter episode this week. Hip hip hooray! Not a lot for me to go through and edit. I mean, not the editing's not super hard. Editing's not super hard, but um. Let me see. Oh yeah, the rating. So I'm like a 6.5, no cap. Um, I mean, yeah, I like the yeah. So like I'm at a 6 a 6. I'm at like a 6. Jesus, I'm at like a 6.5, just because like I really like the King Kong stuff, but it's just in the relationships he like builds and stuff throughout the movie. I really like that aspect of it, and the Godzilla stuff. He's just on timing. He's just being a menace like that. But the villain's just not. He's not there for me. I feel like the other MonsterVerse movies had really strong presences of like villains and whatnot. Yeah, so I'm like a 6.5 to be honest. All right, spoilers. So spoilers for Kong. Oh, did I not say spoiler free? Jesus, jeez, that kind of f's me. Whatever. Always rock out. But spoilers though for Kong. Them jumping Scar was really really funny. Like he was just, I saw this like it was like in a clip or something. But oh, one thing about this movie, bro, people were just posting like clips just literally the next day. And I'm not even talking about like, oh, there people are just talking about spoilers or whatever. No, he's posting like full 30-second clips from like, you know, pirated sites. And like I don't care if like people pirate, what the fuck that got to do with me? But I'm saying like that's just like I don't know, like not like I was like, oh my fucking god, like stop doing that, you fucking scoundrel. But I mean, it's kind of annoying, but it's just like it just was weird seeing that. I haven't seen that for really any movies. So the Godzilla community is kind of wild for that. What's it called? But yeah, them jumping Scar was like pretty funny at the end of the movie. Really got on his head top. I'm not gonna lie. Baby Kong's a MVP, bro. There's a couple moments in this movie where he came in clutch. Like Kong set up some traps. The other monkeys were privy to his doings and stepped over the rope. But the trap ended up still going off, and they were confused why. Fucking Baby Kong came and crushed that on him. But there is some really funny moments with King Kong and Baby Kong though. Just when they're first like getting to know each other, like Baby Kong does not like him. He does not trust him. He like attacking King Kong, or whatever, and he's like King Kong's just like treating him like he's his kid type deal. I mean, yeah, treating him like he's kid, but it's like he's just like sunning him, and but he does come through. He does come around and come through. Let's see. Godzilla being pink, that was pretty fire. Oh, when Baby Kong sets up King Kong, that was pretty funny. Like when they're in the washing each other, or they're washing themselves in the water, or drinking the water and washing themselves. But Baby Kong just has like this side eye look, like, oh, like I'm about to set him up to this big ass sea monster. He's just gonna set him up and get him attacked and whatnot. And then King Kong ends up fucking up the monster and whatever. And that was a pretty funny moment. Yeah, so like, all the King Kong like stuff and like the stuff with Baby Kong and like the relationship between them, that was like pretty solid, to be honest. Fuck, bro. I'm getting kind of fucking hungry, bro. And I got some food waiting for me. So I'm about to wrap this up soon, no cap. Let's see. I should have mentioned more Baby Kong and non-spoilers, but I honestly forgot all about the funny moments between him and King Kong. But I mentioned him here though. So, let's see. Yeah, Shimu. I mean, yeah, there's that whole like plotline with Scar. That was just kind of whatever. It's like that was the weaker elements for me for the movie, and that's just kind of like the whole plot type shit. So it's just like kind of brings the whole movie down for me. But it's like I really like all the stuff like in between though. Let's see. Is that really all it I have to say? Oh, when Baby Kong uses no, when King Kong uses Baby Kong as a fucking a weapon when he first meets him, and he's like, attacking Baby Kong, attacking a King Kong or whatever. He uses them and slings them around and uses them to hit the other apes and whatnot that he finds. And Hollow Earth is kind of fucking goofy, bro. How many layers of Hollow Earth? I guess it's a different dimension though. I was gonna say how deep does Hollow Earth go, but it is a different dimension, so it didn't go fucking as deep as it wants. So never mind about that. But I really like how Kong is like kind of he's like he's a protector. Like when he fought those monkeys that I said that he beat Baby Kong with, or beat them with Baby Kong. One of them like was about to fall off a ledge, and he helps him, and he even though they're attacking him, like he has enough brain mental capacity, like, oh, these are apes too, like, and I've been trying to find apes, and he helps him, like he's about to fall, and he grabs his hand, he brings it back up, the fucking ape tries to stab him, he and then he knocks him off. So it's like, and that's I like that about Kong. He's not afraid to knock you off, bro. But he's gonna try to help you, bro. He's like Goku. King Kong's like Goku, bro. No cap. Yeah, I think that's all really I have to say about this movie. I'm pretty fucking hungry, and it's gonna be a shorter episode. I'm really loving it. So yeah, that's it. All I gotta say about King Kong. Is it worth the admission? I feel like this is a nice streaming movie. So next week though is a fucking big week. I'm really gonna try to keep it on light on news, because Invincible wraps up next week, and I have a lot to say about that. A lot of. And Monkey Man comes out next week, and I have a good feeling I'm gonna like that movie a lot. So I potentially have a lot to say about that. So I'm gonna try to keep it lighter on the news, because we got 2 things to review with a lot of yapping involved. So yeah. So yeah. And I don't want to have a fucking 3-hour episode. So I'm gonna try to keep it to key news only that like is really, really like impactful to me personally. So yeah, so 2 reviews next week. So strap in, buckle up, and ready yourselves for that one, guys. It's gonna be a big freaking week, man. Anyways, let's move on to the weekly watch list. This is kind of a weird episode, no cap. Let's see. This week I haven't watched a whole lot. Continuing with the weekly stuff, Invincible, another fire episode. I'm trying to remember what happened. Oh yeah, it's about to get active. That's what happened. Oh, the X-Men 97 episode. So bro, I was saying I really like the designs and stuff. Everyone's like designs great. I really like Morph's like design, his jacket, his like tan jacket, and his X-Men stuff. But Wolverine, he's just in his still shots, bro. He just looks so fire in his costume. But this episode though, this week, it was kind of really lore heavy from the last one. Obviously I would like get to this when I get to my review, but it would have really benefited of watching the previous show. I've been watching this show called Suits with my girl. It's like this lawyer show. It really reminds me of How to Get Away with Murder, which I liked. I don't know, it's just something watching my shorty. And The Gentleman on Netflix I've been watching. I thought it was a movie, actually. I think I had this on my news one time. I did not end up talking about it, but I'm really liking it so far. Just on the first episode. It's on Netflix. So check that. Go check that out. Oh, and I missed last week talking about some music. So I just put in my Pondering My Orb. Oh, shoot. No. I just put in Pondering My Orb. Check Spotify. So there is some new music, though. Babyface Ray released a bunch of songs. Money on My Mind, Understand. And these are probably a couple like weeks old. But Green Carpet, Shy Kid, fuck with those. Tough, Babyface Ray. There's J100 and Glock Boys TJ. They had a collab tape. It was cool. I wasn't really feeling overall, but maybe you get some more. What's it called? What am I trying to say? More value out of it than I did. What is it called? It's called 100 Glocks. That's actually a filthy name. Is it? Yeah. But the tracks I grabbed from it though and put in my playlist were Benihana Rice, feat Certified Trapper, and is it just Certified? Yeah, just Certified Trapper. That's a cool one. Ghetto Gumbo, feat Babytron, Bebe Kids, Work in Progress, Freshman Hazing, right back to Trappin'. Yeah, so go check those songs out, or go check out that whole tape, or just those songs. And then Chief Keef, he delayed Almighty So 2 again, and I guess this is like its ninth delay. So a lot of people are pissed about that. But he released something in the meantime called Dirty Nachos. I think he's just a bunch of collab song, or I think maybe a bunch of just songs like just thrown on. I don't think he specifically was making this. I'm not sure, but I really wasn't liking it a whole lot. Chief Keef was just an artist to me that has the potential to make a fucking crazy banger. So I always gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and check out the song or check out the project or whatever. But I overall was not feeling this one too crazy. But I did grab some tracks from it though. Um, Bang Bang, Status, Girl Woo. The Girl Woo is a fucking banger. If you're gonna check out any song that I talk about today, Girl Woo should be one of them. Damn Shorty with Sexy Red. That was a cool little vibe. I fuck with Sexy Red, but I'm not just gonna go listen to her on my own accord. And she's on a feature cool. Ridiculousness and Status. So Status was released, but I think it was only here. So Chief Keef has a couple songs that are only on YouTube, but that are some bangers. And I think Status was one of them. And I was really vibing with that one. That was a banger for sure. New artist alert. Skrilla. This is some real fucking degenerate shit right here. So if you're not fucking with that with rap music, then this is not gonna be up your alley at all. I was scrolling on Twitter and he had this. He was like, if you know those videos where it's like the mic is hanging and he's like rapping in front of it. And he was one of those, and he had it was called Goddamn, and I was listening to it. I really wasn't fucking with it. How stuff like current, cycles on your TL. Like, what am I trying to say? It comes back. So scroll past a couple times, and I kept listening to it. And I was like, okay, this kind of grew on me. So I checked out the artist, and it took me a second, but I really fuck with his sound and shit. And he is a kind of a unique sound. But the song that I would like suggest if you're like just getting into him is Swerve with G Herbo. I feel like that's more of a complete like whole song that would be like, I don't know what I'm trying to say with that, but yeah, it's a fire song. But the songs that I got him from him so far, I need to go check out some other shit. But Booted, Blah Da Da, Vampire, Swerve with G Herbo, and Goddamn. So Skrilla. If you like some real degenerate shit, go check out Skrilla. Let's see. I think that's it though. Yeah, so that's it for the weekly watch list. So as we're moving on to Pondering My Orb and closing out the show, in this section of the show, I just like to use it as a way to reflect for my week and get my mindset right and tackle the week, bro. It's another week to be better and get on your grind. And so it's a lot of non-important, non-substance stuff talked on this show. And there's some stuff, occasional stuff here and there in the news that is substance provides substance, but it's mostly entertainment. So I like to, I guess, drop some gems or get serious for a little bit. Who the fuck is calling me? Anyways, I guess this week though is slow motion beats no motion, bro. Every step is a step. Baby step don't matter, bro. As long as you're going forward, it's all right. So slow motion beats no motion. It's better to be in motion than standing in place, man. So always be in motion, bro. Just always, if you're, doing some shit like YouTube or whatever, just trying to chip away at it every day, work on it a little bit day by day, and really throw yourself into it, bro. And a little bit of progress is better than no progress. And so I guess that's my thing for this week, and just get into it. But it's looking like a hour 30 show, probably a little less. But next week I said we got 2 reviews, so be gearing up for those. Catch up to Invincible if you haven't. Do that. Go see Monkey Man. That's what will be the 2 reviews for next week. So gonna try to keep it lighter on news. But yeah, follow my main YouTube channel at DS2 Smooth, link below. That's where I'll be posting all my main stuff. And go check out my Twitter account for this. At What Did I Miss? Not at What Did I Miss, but that's the username. Link below. I got to change the at still because it was the account for my Twitter account for my YouTube channel, but I changed it. Go follow me on TikTok. All links below. Be posting clips from the show that I edit. Kind of funny to me. So go check those out. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I hit all the bases. Have a productive week, guys and gals, and I'll see you guys next week for a double review. Twos.